Alright, so these are going to be the top 5 plays of the game from week 2. The Saints did get beat by quite a few points, but that doesn't mean there weren't good plays in the game. So we're going to take a look. This first play is going to be early in the first quarter. It's a 2nd and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams, and it's just a great defensive play by Demario Davis. The way this play is set up is it's going to be a fake handoff to Todd Gurley, and after the fake, they're actually going to run a screen for Todd Gurley. So it's actually a designed play to the point where Gurley's going to break out over here. He's going to pretend like he's running the ball. The whole defense is going to crash that side, and then they're going to see Goff come away with the ball, and the Rams are betting that the defense is all going to go back to their original positions away from Gurley. And then the offensive line's going to leak out in front of Gurley and set up the screen for him. Demario Davis is right here. He's 56. He's the linebacker on the right side on this play. And he just reads it 100% perfectly. He's going to see exactly what's going on. And Andrew Whitworth, 2-time All-Pro, 4-time Pro Bowler, is just going to get a simple hand fight from him. It's going to be real quick, bop, bop. And then he immediately commits to Todd Gurley and just blows up the play for a 6-yard loss. And it's really impressive by him because the play is designed to confuse this side of the field. So Demario Davis is going to see the play action right here. He's going to see Gurley doesn't have the ball. He backs off a little bit, and he's staying on Gurley. He's not committing to the middle of the field. He's staying on Gurley. He gives one of the quickest little hand fights to Andrew Whitworth, one of the best left tackles in the game. Or he's lost a step, but he's still pretty good. And he just immediately just shrugs him off like nothing. Just a quick 1-2 on the hands. And then bam, he's in right on Gurley. And Marcus Davenport on this play, he does the same thing. He reads the screen and he almost gets the ball batted down right here, which would have probably popped up in the air and maybe gone to an interception. But this is a great play by Demario Davis. And honestly, the Saints defense played pretty great today. Besides a couple of long passes to Cooper Kupp, they did a really good job. And this pass rush looks really impressive in the beginning of the year. We'll get to that later.
Down in the zone, the ball is on him, but he's just unable to secure the catch. John Johnson was on the ground. The ball falls right into his lap. He led this team with 4 interceptions a year ago. I don't know that any of them are going to come any easier than that one.
They fake it to Gurley. Now throw it to Gurley, and nobody there except Demario Davis. A huge ad a year ago. He led the Saints in tackles, and this is a loss of 6. They love him, an emotional leader on their defense.
So here's the second play. This is a 3rd down early in the game. And this is what we need to see more of from Teddy Bridgewater if he's going to take over for Drew. We all know Drew got hurt. He's going to be out for probably, I would guess, at least, I would say probably week 10 is the earliest he's going to come back. That seems like a serious injury. I wouldn't be surprised if he was out for the rest of the year, if we're being honest. But Teddy Bridgewater needs to step up. And he was good on 3rd down, but he needs to be better on all the other downs if the Saints are going to have any chance of making the playoffs this year. This is a good example. This is a 3rd and 10, I think, early in the game. And this throw is nearly perfect. Everyone here, this is Jared Cook at the top. He's going to run a deep in route. This is the route that's going to be hit here. Taysom Hill is going to run a curl. Michael Thomas is going to run a deep curl. And Traquan's going to take the top off with just a streak route. And Jared Cook's going to come. He's not open. He's got a man trailing him. So he's in front of the man, which I guess kind of makes him open. But this is one of those throws where back in the day, if this was Drew Brees to Jimmy Graham, they would say, Jimmy Graham's always open. You just have to throw him open, and Drew Brees can do that. And this is the exact kind of throw that happens right here. He's got a man right on him, and Teddy Bridgewater's going to put it right above his head, a little bit over his right shoulder. And that's going to be the perfect spot for him to throw it because no one else can make a play on the ball except for him. For some reason, Taysom Hill actually thinks this ball's going to him. Look at him jump up like that. But this is literally a perfect throw from Teddy Bridgewater, and we need to see more of this. Next week against the Seahawks, this And it was a big third down. Like, he was so good on third downs. He was making good throws. He stepped up in the pocket. You can't ask for a better pocket than this right now. Like, this is such a clean pocket. Our offensive line did a great job. And Teddy's just going to put it right where only Jared Cook can catch it on a huge third down. And that's a great catch by Jared Cook. We need more out of that, Tim. Out of him, too, because he made a few terrible drops that game. But that was a huge play on a stalled drive that Teddy was able to recover.
Not a lot of work with this first group. A different cadence, a different sound to these guys on the road. You would expect some of that.
Third down and 7 now after that 5-yard penalty, and a nice throw and catch by Cook. Down to the 20. And a laser from Teddy Bridgewater.
Here's the third play we're going to look at. I had to do it. We all hate this play. The referees screwed the Saints on this, but I had to look at it because we're seeing a great pass rusher being born right in front of our eyes this year. And not many people are talking about him. He's right here, number 91, wearing Will Smith's number, Trey Hendrickson. He was an interesting draft choice by us, but at the same time, he's developing into a great pass rusher. He had 2 sacks week 1. And he's got his 3rd sack right here. He has 3 sacks in 2 games. That's a lot of sacks. No one's talking about this guy. Our pass rush is being slept on right now. He gets all the way around. I think this is Havenstein, the right tackle for the Rams. And he's going to drag, literally, he runs probably about 20 yards just to get this sack. And this is one of the most obvious sacks of all time. I mean, not even close to an incomplete pass. He's going to just barely get the ball out of Goff's hand with a slap. Because that's what you're taught to do. If you're behind the player, you're not going to be able to push back up into the right tackle because the tackle has better positioning, but you're supposed to stick your hand out and wait for that throw, and he times it literally perfectly and just smacks it out of his hand. And Cam Jordan, like you said, ran 80 yards for nothing, but this should have been a touchdown, and it would have given us all the momentum in the game to come back on the field. This pass rush, I'm telling you, the Saints played a lot better on defense than 29 points or whatever we gave up. They played a very good defensive game. The Cooper Kupp touchdown, it wasn't really a touchdown, but the Cooper Kupp long pass and the other one to Brandon Cooks were really the 2 faults of the defense that game. I think they were both on Lattimore, actually, but this is just, like, the front 7 is having such a good start to the year, and it's so sad that Drew got hurt because we would be making some serious noise right now as one of the most complete teams in the league. So let's watch that in broadcast.
Still Malcolm Brown in the backfield. Gurley has not been a factor yet. 6 touches, 5 yards total. That ball's out. Picked up by the Saints and Jordan. And now they're saying incomplete pass. And they've blown it dead. Jordan's down the sideline, but Walt Anderson is saying incomplete pass, no fumble, with pressure by Onyemata.
So there's not much more we did on offense that impressed. But Teddy Bridgewater did make some good plays, and this is one of them. Another third down. This is 3rd and 11, early in the early in the 4th quarter. And he's going to make the right decision here, which is a huge play. We have Zach Line in the backfield because we're expecting a lot of pressure. These guys are showing blitz. Kamara's out here, and he's actually going to be wide open on an in route right here. But Teddy's going to look him off. He's going to step up in the pocket under duress and just make a quick little sidearm throw to Michael Thomas, who's going to run a curl route over the middle of the field and actually sit in the open zone because this is a zone look. Everyone knows it. They're zone blitzing here. And Michael Thomas is just going to sit right in this little area. He's going to sit behind these linebackers where they can't see him because they're both in front of him. And Teddy's just going to step up and make the throw. And as you can see, Kamara is wide open. He's looking for the ball. There's no one within 10 yards of him. But the sticks are right here. Teddy knows that. He steps up in the field and makes a great throw. Just a bullet straight to Michael Thomas wide open. And that's going to be a pretty big play because it saved another drive. But obviously we weren't able to convert later on in the game. But Teddy made some great throws on third downs this game. And I think people are overshadowing it because it was a loss. But he was really thrown into a situation where he wasn't prepared. This throw is ridiculous. They literally pretty much grabbed his face, touched his shoulder, and he just steps up, doesn't matter, sidearms it straight to Michael Thomas on a dot. It was a great throw.
That should be made before the end of this one for New Orleans. They're down in 11 here. Bridgewater finds his man Thomas for a first down. That was big. And they overcome that hold on Will Clapp. Set up 1st and 20 in this one on 3rd down for 17 and a first down.
It is big, and Bridgewater.
So this is the last play that we're going to look at for this week's top 5, but it's about the 10th time that I've tried to record it. So it's a simple play action play. We're running heavy formation. We're going to have heavy tight end over here. It looks like it's a run left the whole way, but it's a play action shot designed for Ted Ginn to get open deep. He's going to run a deep in route right here. But Tre'Quan Smith in the slot has a block and release route. He's going to block this defender and immediately just release out into the flat and be a check down for Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy looks immediately downfield and sees that it's not open, so he's going to throw it down to Tre'Quan, who is the check down, and this is where Tre'Quan really stepped his game up this year. I don't know if I saw him break a single tackle last year. He broke about 6 tackles on this play and made 6 defenders miss. And if Eric Weddle wasn't one of the better tackling safeties in this league, this is a touchdown. Tre'Quan looks so much better this year. Unfortunately, he tweaked his ankle on this play. Hopefully he'll be all right because we need him, and we need him to keep making strides because he looks great this year, and I can't wait to see more from him. So we'll take a look at this in broadcast.
Credit, he hung in there and he delivered one and kept ahead of the chain.
Bridgewater, Tre'Quan Smith, nice move. There he goes, inside the 25 to the 20. Eric Weddle saved the touchdown.